Moving on.
Oh, by the way, Kev, did you get that link I sent you?
Yes, I only just saw it now because I haven't been on my computer to see anything on Discord. And then it's just like, ooh, all right, we'll check that out.
Yeah, 25, $30 for 28 books.
Oh, wow. Jesus. And that, but see, that's also part of the problem where it's just like 28 effing books. That's so many.
It's so
Yeah,
many
but
bucks.
they're
So
not
much to
all
learn.
books, but you've got a couple maps in there, you've got a couple character sheet builds, all that stuff.
Yeah.
If it just as a side note, just in case I haven't said it, Path Builder is a free program that you can either get for your mobile device or you can use it on a computer. That's a great resource if you want to just fiddle around with developing and building characters in second edition. And then the Wanderer's Guide is another one. You have to log in through Google, but it's another good one for getting a feel for building characters in that. But
Does it
uh,
does it have the same sort of stuff like D&D Beyond?
yep, yep. It's
Well,
very
then that changes everything.
yeah, both of them allow you to build the character and roll dice from the sheet. I think I think that there's got to be a connection between those sheets and roll 20. I just have never I haven't done like the Beyond 20 with one of those sheets yet while having it open in roll 20s. But it is something to take a look at. I don't. Neither of them are as like slick looking as D&D Beyond, but it's the same product in a nutshell.
What was the other one?
Wanderer's Guide.
Okay.
Wanderer's Guide is more expansive as far as like all of the information is uploaded and available, but it I don't know why it lags sometimes. So like if you're clicking between screens, there'll be a lag. Sometimes you have to refresh to go back in and get your info back. But beyond that, there's a ton of stuff you can find there too.
Well, a few things. One, Beyond that got him. And the other thing is Beyond does that anyway, all the time, for no reason as well. So,
Yeah, fair. All right, so you guys wake up the next morning. Got got our stuff and things all resolved last week. Random ability to cast greater restoration on herself. Didn't see that coming at all. Much the same as Jux's. Oh, you got a curse? I'll take care of that. Don't worry about that. Shocking. Awesome. Ugin comes and collects you guys, and this time rather than transporting you into the tower, you guys are transported to the space around the Mithlar. Um, Eriolithus is there and basically begins to explain what the ritual is going to entail. Effectively, he needs everyone except for Loki because Loki last night while resting you attuned to the Staff of Power, correct?
Yeah, if that's an option, that is 100% what I was doing.
When you were like Valen doesn't get that, I get it. I assume that's what you were doing.
yeah.
So,
Yes.
yep.
No. Valen doesn't get it, and I don't even want to attune to it. I just don't want Valen to have
I
it.
just don't want. Yeah, I'm also going to try to steal Valen's Professor Orb. Well,
Right.
Professor Scan Orb. Yes. Okay. Um, so, um, our friendly neighborhood Demi-Lich explains that there's there's kind of a process to this ritual in which each of you that doesn't have the Staff of Power will need to attune to the Mithrar. That's going to take, mechanically speaking, several rounds of making Arcana checks. Being in his presence, Iriel Lethus's presence, and by standing around the Mithlar, within 15 feet or so of it, will grant anyone doing that a mechanical benefit to this. They are group checks, meaning that of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you, that will be doing this. Valen is included in that. If you guys get 3 or more successes, it is a success for attunement. Once you guys have done 3 of those, which will take 3 rounds, or 3 or more rounds, depending, that will make you attuned to the Mythlar, and you will be able to start using the Mythlar's abilities, which include changing the weather, moving the entire city of Yithrin, etc. In order to get enough power and juice, once attunement has occurred, our Demilich is going to cast a wall of force that is around all of you, a bubble that encases himself, the Mythlar, and yourselves to prevent any melting or other issues that will come down to affect you guys as you are using the Mythlar. In order to superpower the Mythlar to get this to have the appropriate effect, Loki, you're going to have to start feeding charges into the Mythlar. In a substantive way to say this, the Mythlar itself is like a puzzle box, and that puzzle box is attuned to each of the 8 schools of magic. So as you push charges into the puzzle box, it will start to activate the Mythlar's additional capacity for changing the weather, moving the city, providing forces necessary to drive its way up and out of the glacier it's trapped under, etc.
Now, when you say puzzle box, we're not talking about this thing from Hellraiser that we're opening a portal to hell, are we?
So if
Guess
you
we'll find
ask,
out.
if you
More like
ask
a
the
highway.
Demilich, if you ask the Demilich that question, he will chuckle and say, "To the best of my knowledge, no. This is not one of what was it, Leoman's puzzle boxes, or I forget what Lemachant, something like that. I can't remember what the puzzle box's name was, but he chuckles and says it is not one of those.
Leomund was definitely the spell guy, his tiny hut. But I don't know if that's also.
While you guys are attuning to the Mythlar, it is a full round action to attune, to make the Arcana check to attune to it. Once you have attuned yourselves to it, it is a bonus action to maintain connection to the Mythlar. 3 of you need to make sure you're maintaining connections to the Mythlar. If you don't, the powers that you're sort of summoning may have some negative effects. The 5 of you are effectively the keepers of this power. Eriolithus is going to be helping Loki guide the additional power or power boost necessary into the Mythlar, as well as splitting his focus to keep this wall of force up all around you. I mean, he'll ask and say, "Are there questions?"
Probably have a ton. So there's 3 rounds with 3 people trying to maintain connection.
So he's estimating that the quickest you guys could make the connection, right? Like, my brain's not working. What do you have to do with a magical weapon or
Attune.
item like you did last night? You have to attune
Cross the
to it.
streams.
Yeah, crossing the streams. So it's going to take a minimum of 3 rounds for you guys those of you who need to do this, to attune to the Mythlar. Loki, you're not attuning to the Mythlar. Your job, as you're attuned to the Staff of Power, is going to be to force or to expend the charges from the Staff of Power into the appropriate parts of the Mythlar that Eriolithus is going to manipulate, all the while keeping a wall of force protecting you guys all around you.
Sounds like a whole lot. Okay.
Sounds like a whole thing.
It's a whole thing. It is a whole thing.
And who is protecting us while this is going on?
So Eriolithus is going to be maintaining a sphere. I said wall of force, but a sphere of force all around you to contest with any pressure issues, melting water issues, etc.
No,
As
no, I got that, but in case we, you know, run into some old friends, or like the Frostmaiden herself, who's not really keen on
Us.
us.
he's he's just like,
If she arrives, I will do what I can. But you will need to maintain connection to the Mythlar. Well, some of you will need to.
remember, maintaining connection to the Mythlar is only requires you to be within 15 feet of the edge of it, and a bonus action. So you would still have actions that you could do. So if you started your turn within 15 feet, bonus action made the check to maintain connection to it, you could take your turn. Just you'd probably want to think about getting back next to it if need be.
I have one lucky roll and one unlucky roll of portent. 18 and 3.
Oh boy, that's really all across the board right there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think it's time to move you guys to the map.
Black.
Mythlar.
In the center of the map, there is this glowing sphere of raw magic energy. It looks like a sun captured in the center of like a yellow and gold sphere. Crackles of fiery electricity spark around the outside of the sphere, almost like one of those lightning towers that you see at like the Museum of Science when they
Looks
do
like an
that.
infinity stone.
Oh, okay, you could go that way too. There is a large stone gnomon that's this right here that sort of arcs over to the top and kind of comes around. The base of the Mythlar itself is a black stone dais that only is maybe only like 6 or 7 inches high. So the Mythlar doesn't actually sit on the ground, but sort of is suspended over that, and with this gnomon holding it in place. I don't. It's actually, I need a better word than that, but it just reminds me of it. A gnomon is that arm you see on a sundial, and with this thing looking so much like a small, no gas giant. It's the first thing I think of. I've placed you guys around the Mythlar. You guys are various distances from each other. You can be together, you can be apart. I just spaced you guys out evenly around it. Everybody, the map is, each square is 5 feet, but because I made you guys bigger so that we could all see each other on the map, you'll move 2 squares for 1 square. Does that make sense? Does everybody understand that?
Then it sounds like each square is 2.5 feet.
Exactly, right. So
Okay.
like if you're gonna move 5 feet, it's instead of 1 square, it's 2 squares.
Okay, so in that case, my question would be, then it shouldn't be like measured to. Would you mind? There's actually a way to change that.
Sure.
In the map settings, you can actually change, instead of the setting being 5 feet, you can change it to 2.5. So that will actually give us the correct, accurate stuff. Because then when we go to measure, like that shouldn't be 20, that should only be 10 feet. You know what I mean? Perfect. So now it's all, in the correct sort of thing.
Cool. All right. And so I need to do one more thing because that changed one thing for me.
What's the word I'm looking for there? With
don't know.
everything. It's gonna hit me at like 10 o'clock.
What is happening right now?
Proportions.
Proportions. There you go.
That's one way. I don't know if it's the exact one I'm looking for, but it works.
There we go. Okay. Now I got what I needed to get done. Cool. All right. Okay, go to this. Okay. The couple one. Let's go to this. All right. You also notice that there are 3 Nothics, whether or not they're the same Nothics that you had noticed that were in the spire when you first met Eriolithus. Can't tell. They kind of all look alike. But there are 3 here as well.
Nothicist.
Nothicist, yes. A very large Nothicist. It's that one eye. Too much. I think for the poops and the gigs of it, I think everybody should probably roll initiative and put that onto the turn order. Not saying we're gonna need it. Maybe I am. Who knows?
You are.
I am.
It's a mystery.
I am going to use guidance on this.
Excuse me.
Source programmable. I can't even say it. Source programmable. I can't say it. Programmable guidance. Anybody remember Spies Like Us?
No. Like, not
Good,
that.
Ken.
Uh,
Oh, guidance. Oh.
hey, initiative is a skill action. Is a skill check. So 19 for initiative. And if you think I'm gonna go with keep a low initiative, you got another thing coming. This is not the time you want that.
That's fair. Fair. Gotta roll for her. There you go. All right. Well, and so with that, Eriolithus will say,
It is time. Dot to attune.
and I'm going to grab a piece of paper because I'm going to start jotting down numbers. It is a DC 12 Arcana check to attune. Remember, Loki, you don't have to do anything right now. So this is a free turn. You can do whatever you would like to do, whether you want to self-buff, whatever you want to do. That's cool. We're going to do an Arcana check for everyone that's standing around the Mithla right now. You have a +5 to this roll. So it's going to be pretty easy to get this unless everybody rolls ones.
Which
Well,
I am known to
twos.
do.
Or twos. Yeah, there's a couple different ways.
Alright, and it's an
21.
All right, so Vaylin got one. 21 is a pass.
Wait, and I didn't need to do anything with this?
You don't need to do anything right now, unless
Oh, okay, so
you will have
never
your
mind.
turn. Like I'm just going to go through this check and then give you your turn to do whatever you want to do. All right, so Ziada, that was a failure. Loki didn't have to do it. Navakri, that was a pass. Harvest was a pass. All right, so that is Jux. Just give me yours.
I did. It's 20.
Oh, it's there. Sorry, I didn't see it. Okay, so did you roll twice because you have advantage on that?
No, I rolled twice because that's what the system is doing to me.
Okay, that happens. All right. So with three positive checks, you guys make it through the first level of attunement. Loki, is there anything you want to be doing on your turn?
Looking at potential buffs right now. I don't see anything besides like false life that might give me something if this is gonna take any life away. Nice. I don't know. I would just like to try and focus on concentrating. So it's a bonus action to maintain or to do things, right? Can I switch this action and put it down to a bonus action?
So for right now, you are attuned to the staff, and for the purpose of this ritual, you are excluded from making a connection to the Mythlar. You don't have to do it. Your job is going to be to use the staff, which Eriolithus can't do because he doesn't have a body.
Right. Can I? Don't want to cast anything with concentration. Can I use a bonus action instead of? I have both an action and bonus action.
Yes, you have your full turn.
All right. Let's see if I could. I'm not really sure. I'm trying just to give full concentration to having this work. That's what I would like to do. If I could
Okay.
try to just double down on that. I think there's some kind of rogue skill that would help me. I'm hoping that I can use that to roll with advantage, but if it's bonus action 2, let's see. Is added optional traits. Yeah, I'm not sure. Just full concentration to attuning. That's all I'd like to do.
Okay, you can attune if you'd like. I was just saying because your role is not to do that, you don't have to. That's why I was giving you the option. But so with that, Loki made it. So yeah, so we had 4. So we needed 4. If you're going to do that, we would have needed 4 for the group check. Yours gave it, so we made it. So that's perfect. All right, you guys start to feel. 2 things start to happen as we move into the next round on this. The first is you start to feel the pulsing of the Mythlar in your chests. Like every time the sort of miniature sun kind of ripples or trembles and those sparks like shoot across its surface, you feel like a twinge or jump as you start to align yourselves and attune to this huge magical artifact. In fact, I think what's probably really interesting to think is Novakri, with your um, uh, uh, um, speaking in minds, telepathy, or telepathic abilities, you all start to hear each other's comments about it in each other's minds, and you realize that this is sort of resonating and causing that your abilities to maybe not grow, but have a greater impact on those around you. The other thing that you notice is that there's a low chant that starts as all around you, like kind of from your peripheries, you see figures starting to like shamble their way towards you, and with this low, like moaning drum, where they just keep saying, Yithrin Numarter, Yithrin Numarter, Yithrin Numarter. And as that's happening, the Eriolithus will say,
It is fine. It is fine. They are just the children of Yithrin.
And as we go into the second round of checks, there are several more Nothics that sort of move up and get close, all sort of chanting and swaying. The three that were there when you first started are doing it as well. And I will reveal some of them. All right, so second round. Let's see if we can get those Arcana checks again. Remember, +5 to your rolls.
What?
Arcana check. Next
Okay.
round of attunement.
Now,
No.
what's the DC? 15
Sure.
still?
DC 12. You have a
I don't
+5
care.
to your check.
I've got a plus
If
10
you don't
to
want them,
Arcana.
I'll take them.
I've got plus 10 to Arcana.
All right, I'll take them.
All right.
Yeah.
Harvest is a check.
And I get them.
Ziada is a check.
Love you.
Loki is a check. You guys just need one more. Oh, Novakri. All right, so you guys successfully attune.
That's 30.
Holy macaroni. Okay.
I've got a plus 10 Arcana.
So you guys attune, and as we move into the third round, which if it is successful, Loki, you will begin on round 4 to start to actually take effect and use the Staff of Power. So all right. However, as the next round starts, more of these creatures, these Nothics, continue to appear. All right, third round. Let's get those checks.
$25. 26. Ew.
That's 3. Just need one more.
All right.
Oh, you got Jux. You got it. You got it. Okay, cool. And even Ziada comes through as well. Nice. All right. As the third round. Go ahead. Chris, were you going to ask a question?
Nope.
Oh, okay. So as the third round completes, you guys have now fully attuned to the Mythlar, which allows you to do the following thing. You'll have to work in harmony with each other, but you feel like Novakri's telepathic abilities will aid in this, should you do whatever you want. While you are attuned to the Yithrin Mythlar, the following properties are available. While you're on the same plane of existence as the Mythlar, you can use an action to make it fly in any direction you choose at a speed of 30 feet. All matter within several hundred feet of the device moves with it. The Yithrin Mythlar and all structures held aloft by it hover in place when not in motion. As an action, you can cause one magic item you are holding within 30 feet of the Yithrin Mythlar to immediately regain all its expended charges or uses. A magic item recharged in this manner can't be recharged until 24 hours later. You can also use the Yithrin Mythlar to cast the control weather spell without requiring any components and without the need for you to be outdoors. The casting of the spell has a 50-mile radius for the duration of the spell's casting time, and you must be within 30 feet of the Yithrin Mythlar or the spell focus, or the spell fails, I should say. Okay. You guys also realize one more thing as you guys have now fully attuned to this thrumming piece of ancient magic in front of you. There are some that say the Mythlars were crafted by the elves. There are some that say the Mythlars were crafted before the elves and the elves just found them. No one's 100% sure, but they are objects of epic power and can be controlled to potentially do things beyond what I just said. The other thing that you know is to touch the Mythlar, if not attuned, would be devastating. You're attuned to it, so it would not be as devastating, but if anybody's thinking about giving this thing a kiss, maybe don't do that.
You don't own me.
You know what? Sometimes you look at the fire, and sometimes the fire calls to you. So I mean, you do you do you. It's up to you. As you guys have attuned, Eriolithus is he's like,
Yes, yes, you have done it. I need you to continue to maintain focus. But as stated, I will keep my end of this pathway as well. I need you to help me get my city free.
and with that, he casts a sphere of force around all of you. As that's happening, even more of those Nothics kind of enter into the place. Additionally, as I'm clicking on these things and making them appear around you, the other thing that all of you notice as you have now bound yourselves to this Mythlar is that it's starting to get cold. Like, very cold.
Like,
But
we
it is
feel
this-
cold, or it's starting to get cold.
Wait. So
like, the
you
Mythlar is starting to get cold.
No, the atmosphere around you is starting to get cold. Like the best way I can say it is if you've ever been outside and
No.
the temperature drops, there's this prickling sensation on your skin that you get where you suddenly realize like, oh my God, like it just got much colder right now than it was a few moments ago. Kind of like on a hot day when a cloud goes in front of the sun and the temperature just drops by like 10 degrees and you're like, woo. You guys notice that the sort of standard temperature of Yithrin has changed. Many of you have protections against that, so it's not causing you any difficulties, but you definitely recognize that the temperature is dropping. With that, it is the start of the fourth round, and the Demilich will sort of turn its floating skull head to Loki and say,
Now, little one, begin.
and the Mythlar like kind of turns. It's clearly it's sort of this rotating orb, but it kind of spins laterally and stops in a section. And Loki, on this round, Your action is going to be to expend 2 charges from the staff. You, I think I had said last week when you first found out that you guys got this item, that this was going to operate a little differently. This 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 staff has several spells that are outside of the spell list listed, that are part of it, and to cast those spells requires the sort of use of 2 charges of the staff. So you can choose which school you're expending. Do you have the list of like spell schools or wizardry handy, or is that something I can put somewhere?
I know of them.
So
Yeah.
you know that that the staff holds 20 charges. If there are only 8 schools of magic, that means you're going to use 16 of those charges, and the staff will still have 4 left, which would mean you could potentially use them to do something else, or not, depending upon what you want to do. Additionally, you can break the staff at any time, and if you break the staff, a lot of things happen, many of them not so great. So that's something else you can do should you want to.
Okay, and do I just need to name each one, or just say which one I'm using?
You
At
just
each
say
given
it, just
time?
say it to me, so that like when we get down to those last 4 charges, I have a chart that I'm basically checking off as we do this.
Okay, so I spend 2 and I name one of the schools of magic.
Yes.
All right, let's go with illusion first.
All right. So illusion, 2 charges are gone from the staff.
Should
That
have
is
expected as much from a halfling.
Hey, I'm over here with divination as my primary school. That's my major, man.
Yeah, I was saying that, but it's just like, honestly, that'd be probably more gnome than halfling for illusion.
That's
Anyway.
fair.
as that happens, Loki, since we're sort of bouncing around with this, that is your action for this turn. Is there a bonus action that you would like to do at all?
Ask Areolithos if he wants to kiss the Mythlar now that he's so close to it, Maybe he really wants to show his appreciation.
He chuckles. Like you can clearly like, I don't know if you can clearly tell because he's just a giant floating skull, but it would seem that like from within this demi-lich's physical structure that there's kind of a chuckle, but also a knowledge that like he clearly knows what would happen if you did that, and it would be that.
The only thing stopping him is his lack of lips.
I can't kiss. Have you ever kissed a skull? It's just all bone. That's it. It's just all bone. However, for everybody who is now attuned to the Mythlar, I will turn it over to you, but I need you to make DC 15 concentration check to maintain connection. Remember, there are 5 of you, so 3 of you need to pass this. If you want to go down the list and 3 of you pass this and somebody else wants to do something else instead as a bonus action and have a full turn, you can do that.
What's the concentration check again? I'm sorry.
DC 15 concentration check.
What skill goes with it?
I'm sorry, it's a
Constitution.
your concentration is your constitution.
Okay.
This is me as well, or I already did the action to do the
You
school?
did the action. You did the
Okay,
action,
cool.
which is good. So if you as this is a bonus action, so if you want to try to do this, you can do that as well.
Fuck.
Wait, what?
Rolled off
Oh.
onto a 4.
About to say, damn.
It was about to be on a 14. It's like, all right, nice. Not nice.
Just a straight Constitution check, right?
This is a Constitution save.
Constitution save. My bad.
right, so we've got 2 passes, 2 failures. I'm gonna roll Valen's. All right, 2 failures, or 3 failures. So Loki, I think you might want to try to make this check. So that the
What did you need to pass?
You needed a
15.
15 to pass.
Just straight up con.
There you go. All right. So everybody maintains connection. Well, enough of you maintain connection that it's okay. Everybody, you have your movement. You have an action, or you can take an action if you so choose. You've just used the bonus action on your turn, except for Loki, who used the action to push some of the charges into this. Also, as you push the charges into the Mythlar begins to pulse, and the fire that's on the inside of this structure starts to swirl and expand ever so slightly. Characters who are deciding what to do or trying to figure out what you want to do on your turn, Eriolithus will say,
It is time to change this place's scenery. Summon the weather.
and if you guys want to take the action to do that, you guys can. One of you can also do that, provided nobody contests it.
Yeah.
All right, just whoever does it, just
I'll be the rain wizard. Here comes the rain.
And again, all of the Nothics around you, or Nothics all around you, are chanting that phrase. Ziada, you probably, well, with the telepathy going on, you probably all hear Professor Scant say, "Oh, I believe what that translates to is Yithrin forever, or Yithrin shall always be." I'm in a pocket. It's a little difficult, but hey, I'm on this channel. I'll talk for a bit.
Yithrin High School rules.
Yep.
Go Yithrin Wildcats.
Go ahead. Wild wizards, wizard cats. Go wizards cat. Go wizard cats. Go. All right. So everybody rolled on the con save. Ziada, you rolled a 10 flat, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you actually get pulled 5 feet closer to the Mythlar. As if like there's some kind of gravitational effect. And as you get closer to the Mythlar, you physically feel another shift in temperature, as like the heat that this thing is generating is like a furnace on your face. And you get a real sense that you don't want this thing to pull you closer to it. So you may want to spend a move action to move back away.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
Well, so seeing as you spent an action to control the weather, a bonus action to do that to attune it, you can move away. The thing to remember is you must, if you're going to attune to it, you must be within, or not attune to it. I'm sorry. To stay connected to it, you must be within 15 feet of it. The edge, 15 feet of the edge.
Oh, okay.
So like, yeah. So like you could move, like you could technically move like another, like 5 feet back or whatever if you wanted to. All right, cool. And everybody else, since I'm assuming you're all talking to each other, you all recognize this, and if you so choose, you can move further back. Like I'm grabbing Vaylin and I'm making her take like a step back as well. All right. Does anybody want to do anything else? Is anybody casting spells? Is anybody, trying to kiss the Mythlar? Anybody doing anything else?
I don't think so.
We're not really in combat yet, right?
not in combat, but if you have things that you would like to do, whether a self buff, you'd like to move a little bit away from the Mythlar, so you're staying within that 15 feet after you saw that it just tried to pull Ziata towards it, you do what you need to do. But you have the opportunity to do that right now. Loki, you as well, if you wanted to take a step back, you could take a step back. Yeah. Jux, are you comfortable where you are, or do you want to move a little back?
No, I'm fine.
I'll live forever, forever. All right. As we move into the start of round 5, I think I'm going to do something. I'm going to do this. And all of you see at the top of round 5 this streak of blue and white that kind of lands like a meteor into the field around the barrier that you guys see on the map right now. And that figure is somebody you've seen before. That figure is Oral. And as she lands and stands up, she kind of unfurls these like taloned hands that she has and motions to the ground around her, and erupting from the snow are a series of these things. And I don't think you guys have seen these yet.
I was really hoping it was going to be Zahir. They came crashing in from out of nowhere.
6 Zahirs all come up. Well, maybe it's Zahir. Maybe that's
Looks
maybe
like
that's him. I mean, I think he's gone through some body modifications since the last time we met him. But yeah, and so I got to do this because I changed the dimensions on that. But that is her turn, and it is clear that she has arrived and is outside this wall of force. So as we start to go into the order, Eriolithus says,
We cannot break from the ritual. We must make Yithrin live again.
and his mental control shifts the Mythlar again to a different sort of surface, and he motions to Loki to pour more of the staff's power into the Mythlar.
Yeah.
Oh, it has
Let's
those
go with the enchantment. And 2
Okay.
more.
Enchantment is off. 2 more down. What do you want to do? You've got a move action, and you've got a you've got a bonus action if you want.
That gives me just enough movement to get to the exact opposite side.
Well, remember that Eriolithus asked you to stay next to him as he is guiding the surface of the Mythlar for you to put those charges in.
Well, this is a bad location to be in, so I tell him to follow me. Go on the other side. I have a move action and a bonus. Okay, so I guess I'll go right.
I will say that if you
there.
want to use your bonus action, or if you want to hold it for that concentration check to maintain connection to the Mythlar, you can. But that's up to you.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll
the
just have it.
Mythlar is the mission right now, so. Let's go with that.
So action, expend the charges of the rod. Again, the Mythlar like kind of like expands outwardly again, not the actual outer ring of the Mythlar, but the fiery core sort of like grows a bit more. Are you going to use your bonus action for a concentration, or are you going to do a different bonus action?
Bonus action for concentration.
Okay. All right, there's a success. All right, that was Loki's turn. The purple Nothics continue to like sway, almost under like they almost appear to be like in thrall to the Mythlar for some reason. Goes to Harvest. Harvest, you gonna make a concentration save? Constitution save, sorry.
And that is the bonus.
That is the bonus action. Yes.
Constitution. X. That's it.
All right, it's a fail. But it is not a failure of enough that it pulls you towards the center of it, towards it. But you still have your move action and you have an action. I almost said action.
No, that's okay. I'm still going to use it. Kablam.
Wall of Thorns. Okay.
So let's see. So that is definitely within 120 feet.
Yep.
So what is going to happen is... Wait, why'd you switch? Here we go. 60 feet long, or a circle that has 20 feet. No, we're gonna go 60 feet long. Yeah, I'm gonna put it right there. So it's gonna cut this big box. Let's see if I can do it in a nice way. Let me select it. Yeah, hell yeah. God damn it, let me select it and keep it selected. Alright, I'll have to do this for now. Alright, that didn't help. Alright, zoom in. Fine. Stupid thing. Turn it. There we go. Zoom back out. Yes, no.
That-
Yeah, oh my
That
God.
is a
Yes,
big green
yeah,
wall.
yeah.
That's what that is.
Here. Can I expand you? Probably not. But just in a line. God damn it, because you have to grab the edge. But when you're zoomed out, the line is so fucking small to try and get. And then you zoom in, it's like, is that the right placement? Alright. So, yeah, right about there, like in a line, all the way across. And it definitely covers, like it goes even further beyond, because this is only like 40 feet. Yeah.
Okay.
Just over 40, and it goes 60, so it'll go.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So my
All the
my
way.
question is it is 5 feet wide, roughly?
Yes.
So for every 1 foot a creature moves through the wall, it must spend 4 feet of movement. Furthermore, the first time a creature as well, it ends its turn there. The creature must make this.
Yeah. So. Oh, for every 1 foot, it spends 4 feet, so it's 20 feet of movement to go through this
Yep.
thing.
Yep.
That is insane.
It's a 6th level spell, man. I mean, Wall of Thorns, no joke.
Any damage with that?
Uh,
Oh yeah,
where
slashing
he
and
placed-
piercing. There it is.
Where
Oh,
he
yeah,
placed it. Yeah, well, he has to
7d8.
place it on them.
When the wall appears on the. Oh. Well, in that case, I would like to. It's only going to be able to. I did not know that about the spell. If I can move it, it's only going to get through. I might be able to get through because it gets this guy's corner. It's still doing the same thing, and
Okay.
I can leave it where it is if you don't want to cover my monsters.
You know what?
Cover the shit out of it.
For poops and gigs, can I control this? No, I can't control this.
Yes, you can, but it's impossible to get.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
But that's what I'm saying.
So let's
I
do
mean-
this. I'm gonna mark the monsters that this is touching by just changing
Right, that's
their
gonna be easier.
their
I
color.
can move it around again.
Well, we'll just do it this way. Oh, all right, that's cool. I was just gonna go pink, save.
Their last battle, and Tom finally figures this out.
You know what, let's see. Can I?
You know what? Shut up. Also, you're right.
Let me grab it. Oh my god.
All right, and so they need to make Dex saving throws. So let's find out where they are. Du-du-du-du. And what kind of damage does this do?
Piercing.
Piercing damage. All right, so I have a question. I'm going to throw it out to the group on this one. So you make a wall of thorns appear via magic, but nowhere does it say that this does magic damage.
It is definitely magic.
It's magic to
Spell.
create it, but is the actual item itself dealing magic damage, or is it just dealing 78 piercing damage?
If you summon fire from your hands, it's not actually magical. It's just magical. Well, it's not magical fire. It's fire you summoned with magic. You know what I mean?
Okay,
That's kinda
all
where you're going
I'll,
with.
I'll roll with that. Okay. So cool. I can make this work. So I need 3 of them to make Dex saves. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's 3 fails. I just want to read to you what those numbers are. They are 0, 1, and -1. So you want to roll some 78 damage, and then
Yes. I would also just like to make an argument real quick that I think this guy should get hit too, because if you just follow this back line, it doesn't take into account that it's like a huge thing. So I could get the 5 feet through his corner as well.
I'll tell you what. Roll a d100. Call high or low. If you get it, you got him.
I can roll a d4 for that.
Or a d4.
Anything for that.
I like rolling
D100,
d100.
Put
but whatever.
more chance on it, Tom.
I don't think
you're
it's more
not
chance.
using
I just think it's
D100
more
right.
numbers. It's not more chance.
It's the same thing. It's evens or odds.
I know.
I'm
I just
calling
like
odds
rolling
on a
d100.
D6. Yes.
Okay. All right. Then I will make this guy. I will make him pink as well because he is affected by this, and I will give you another Dex save. I can only assume is
He's gonna
going to
crush
be
it.
terrible.
Use your 20 on this, idiot.
Idiot. All right. Whatever. No, that's a 9. So yep. Nobody.
right.
Nobody saves. Give me
Right,
some damage.
Let's see what this does. Oh. I mean, not terrible.
Oh my God! 7, 2, 3, 7, 3, 1, 1. Oh, and it does a
5.
wow. All right.
5 were pathetic. And that was from the the right character?
The staff.
Staff of the Woodlands. Yeah, I use
Yep.
6 charges.
Oh, well, I mean, it's a 6th level spell, but excellent use of an item. And so it looks like these guys take most of that damage, but it does look like some of it is reduced because of...
Suspicious cutout timing, Thomas.
That was Harvest. Harvest, did you failed your Constitution save? You cast a spell.
Yeah,
Are you moving at all, or you're staying where you are?
No, I think we're good. Back
Okay.
here. Let's see real quick. Because it's farther than it seems. All right, 60, 35. Yeah, Novakri's over there though. So yeah, we're good.
Okay. And then it goes to Novakri. Novakri, what are you gonna do?
I'm trying to figure out what a 20-foot radius sphere is, which is pretty much a 40-foot diameter.
So you can put an aura on yourself. It's not ideal, but at least it can give you kind of like an idea, and then you can hover yourself over and see kind of what impacts.
One second.
And if you need any explanation to what I just said.
No, I'm trying to. I'm gonna drop synaptic static. It's got a. It's a mean little spell.
Yeah, but just about that, I mean,
Intelligence
just
score of
follow
2
my-
or intelligence score of 2 or lower, so that means Jux is okay.
got him.
It's mean. It's funny, but it's mean.
Ha ha.
You know,
Chuckle, chuckle. Gafar. It is to laugh.
actually, it's 40-foot radius or diameter, so I can basically pop this in the middle, get the 2 big bad.
I mean, yeah, that keeps everything.
The other thing to consider too is that, like, I know the map ends here, but there's space beyond the map. So like
Right.
if you're... Oh shit, are you looking to hit both the Demi-Lich and Oral?
Hell yes.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh man, no, Valkyrie's making moves. She's not telling anybody about this.
Let's see. Where are you? Oh. So from here, it gets him.
Does it get Vaylin?
I know. I was running that way to check. Yeah, and then it gets that guy. And yeah, it definitely gets that guy. Holy shit. That's a lot of rolls. And it gets this guy. Nope, you're good. Alright. So the Lich, the first and second Nothic, and then
All those guys.
everything- And everything in the bottom right.
Okay. That is. So that's a DC 16 intelligence save from
Okay.
all those aforementioned.
All right. So first thing I'm going to tell you is these creatures that showed up with Oral are known as snow golem. Snow golems have an intelligence of 1, as in -5.
Okay,
So
that's
they are not affected by this.
that's
Oral,
okay.
Oral's
want-
fine. Obviously. Next.
Oral. I mean, I'll make
Because
the
she
roll.
obviously has an intelligence of less than 2 to come and challenge me face to face like this after she tried to
Gesundheit.
kill me as a child because she knew that her life was in danger.
Wait. She didn't come to kill you as a child. Your mom tried to do
Essentially,
that.
Vis-a-vis, Oral directly tried to kill me.
Oh no, that's what that is.
Ergo, vis-a-vis.
All right. So
So
that was a
Demi-Lich into
I
the
didn't
two.
use bonus. That was a natural 20
My
on
intelligence tonight.
oral. So oral doesn't take anything on that.
Garbage.
Wait, I want to double check something real fast. Shrink it down. Nope, this one. That is. Nope, I'm sorry. Oral will take half damage. I thought a different effect was in place on her, so she will take 12 points of damage. I'll do that.
Oral already starting to cheat. Got it.
There's some things on the map that if they have abilities that if they save, they take no damage. It's like evasion, basically. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Nothics. I'm just gonna make a Nothic roll and see what happens.
Only 2 of them get hit.
1, 2. This guy, the guy that's
These,
right here.
The ones that aren't green. Because it was from...
Wait, this guy doesn't get hit?
Actually, where it was placed. Yeah, 'cause it's
Snow go-
been-
if the snow golems are not going to get hit, then I can put it where I can
No,
get
well,
all 5.
we
One
didn't
green
know
guy.
until it was argued. So it's like we definitely, I would say you were trying to get into both of those. Because you can definitely hit them both, and then that way it gives you all but this guy.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair.
Yeah,
I think
'cause
I think these guys are
you
going to take
still
max
wanna try
damage
and hit
unless I roll really well right here. Yeah, no. All of those guys, the 2 not green ones and the 1 green, are going to take max damage on this. So
Yeah, it was this one and this one.
Yeah,
Only
but the fun part
only he escapes.
is the kicker.
hold on.
God. Oh, holy shit.
Wait, and so but Eriolithus is going to have to make a save too, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes,
Unless he's
okay.
below 2.
No, he is not. He is not.
Yeah. Probably the opposite.
All right, so he rolls a 21, so he's fine, and he has avoidance. If the Demi-Lich is subjected to an effect that allows it to make a saving throw to take only half damage, it instead takes no damage.
Is he immune to psychic damage?
He is immune to psychic damage, yes. Well, psychic damage from non-magical attacks. This is a magical attack, but
Okay.
It's like when he sees the captain.
ow, ow. However, he knows that you did that. The other thing that happens after we do that is Oral uses one of her legendary actions.
Yeah.
And hold on, I just want to make sure I got this. Oh, I can only go 30 feet, so where does that get me? I think I'm gonna go right there. Yeah, I'm gonna go right there. So she
What's up with the city? I'm sorry, by the way, at this point. Has it moved?
You didn't control the city to move. You on this turn, you can ask the city to move if you want. You summon the weather to change and start heating up.
All right. So what's like? And I'm sorry to kind of jump off this, but what is Loki like doing with the stuff that he's currently doing? Like I thought we're still just trying to get any sort of like control over it. And
So
then
you guys,
like
yeah,
the
you
plan was
guys,
to move it, right?
yes. So you guys connected with the Mythlar and were using your abilities to either move the Mythlar in the city, control the weather, etc. What Loki was doing per Areolithus's guidance was supercharging the Mythlar, kind of like trying to start a diesel engine on a cold day. You gotta warm those glow plugs up. So you guys are trying to move a city that's been trapped in ice for millennia. It's not just gonna fire up and like hit the ground
Right.
running. So using the charges
so
of the
they've been kind of letting it, like, you plug in the diesel engine and then you kind of wait. I thought that's kind of at the point that we were, so it doesn't like whatever freeze or whatever the hell happens to old cars.
Right. So what you guys were doing were you were effectively trying to get those other systems primed and running
Yeah.
while getting the battery glow plugged up.
Right. So like, yeah, I'm thinking that it was just like we were at that stage though, so like we haven't even, like, nothing's moved yet.
No. Well, so on this turn, if one
Do
of
we
you
think we wanna
wants
try
to,
and turn it over.
yeah, if one of you wants to try to like, yes, start the ignition key and start moving things, you can do that.
Okay,
Just
cool.
remember, it is an action to do that. That's all.
Alright, that's cool. Staying on the
All right.
road sounds good.
It is Valen's turn, and I'm sorry, Novakri. You just cast a spell that had a bunch of effects and/or non-effects. The nothics that were affected, I'm just gonna put I'm gonna put a net on them, and let's that way when it's their turn, whatever they got to roll. I think it's a d6 that they subtract is what it was.
Yep.
Okay.
For 1 minute, so 10 rounds.
Yeah, these guys are either going to be dead or you guys are. So no worries. Are you going to do anything else on your turn? Oh,
One
are
more.
you going to try to bonus action maintain a connection to the Mythlar?
Well, I'm on a free action. Remind the DM that the topmost Nothic is also affected.
I put the net on him. Yep.
I don't see a net on him. Not that one by Oral. The other one over in the group of 4, the top green one.
Oh, I didn't realize that. So I will subtract from him, and I will put a net on him as well.
And then
I thought he was. I thought he was outside the range. Okay.
Nah, he was in there. And then we are going to bonus action con save.
Okay. See what we got.
Nope.
That is a failure.
Hey, I just shocked the synapse at a bunch of people. Give me a break.
By the way, Areolithus did not appreciate that and just like shrieks. He's like, "No, we must make this work." It is Valen's turn. Valen is going to bonus action, try to maintain concentration. She does not.
Are we supposed to be attacking Aerotholoss?
Well, you open the floodgates for that. In fact, Valen will say, "What's happening? Why are we doing that? I don't understand." That's not Valen's voice at all. What are you doing over there? I don't understand.
Reaction,
That sound
sorry.
like
I
one
think
of the band members. Is the piano player? That's fair.
I think I'm gonna have her. Yeah, why not? She sees all this stuff happening, so I'm gonna have her. Shit. Do I have Valen's gonna run away? Is what Valen's gonna do.
I think she
Gonna-
definitely needs a loose scant now.
She's gonna run over here, and then she's got. She's gonna do a classic Valen move and she's gonna fire. She's gonna fire off some magic missiles. So let's do this. I don't know why this is doing this so slowly. Five, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. And she does 12 damage to Oral with 4 magic missiles. That wasn't great. Nope, that's wrong.
I thought they had 5 force damage on them.
No, it's a D4 plus 1.
Yeah. If you rolled a 4, plus 1 is 5.
No. What you're not seeing is that was a 1, a 1, and a 2 on 3 different D4s. So that's why it was 12 total. The first one rolled correctly, but it was just 1 magic missile. She's got her wand. The second one was 3 more magic missiles for the 4 I meant to shoot. That came to a total of 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 and 5, 12. 12 points of damage. Okay, there we go. All right. Phelan did that. She moved. She didn't pass the thing. You guys realize that if you guys don't also, if 2 people don't make their checks, something bad might happen with the Mythlar. Goes to Nothix. The Nothix just kind of purple Nothix just kind of sway there. It goes to Eriolithus. He says,
Children of Yithrin, prevent this creature from affecting us.
and all of the Nothix kind of turn their heads, and when it goes to their round, their groups are going to start trying to engage Oral. However, at the end of Oral's turn, or at the end of Eriolithus's turn, which hasn't happened yet, what is he going to do? He's going to... I think we're going to make that happen yet.
You know, you guys could have told me that I was hitting good guys.
Is he a good guy? I don't know.
We need him to kiss the Mythlar.
Or teeth the nip, Miss Lar?
Novakri, by the way, your Constitution save was a 5.
Yep.
All right, you are pulled 10 feet towards the Mythlar.
TJ, that was that was a decent amount funny, but also the way you said it, it made it sound like something like a saying.
Like he needs to take a vacation to Belize or something, some kind of euphemism like that.
Yeah, like he's gonna go kiss the Mythlar. It's like, what does that
Whatever.
represent in this scenario?
It can go so many different ways.
Right, exactly. Like, is Mythlar like another,
Is it like stroking the Mythlar?
All right, so
right?
yeah, the Eriolithus is going to attempt to do a life drain on Oral. Oral needs to roll a con save. And crushes it. He's only going to take half of this. Actually, is she going to take any of it? Yeah, she will take it. Okay. Take takes 10 damage. However, she's going to now retort with her second legendary action this turn and is going to attempt to attack Eriolithus in turn. And is going to do... She's not going to pull any punches. So she's going to... Holy macaroni. Okay. Nothing like making this ridiculous. Target 20-foot radius. Okay. So... I do this. Okay, so I'm gonna just grab a token. Just gonna grab this guy. Come on. Oh, goddamn thing. Oral as a... I think I can do this. Just making sure. Nope. No, I can't do that. Damn it. Well, not yet, at least. Fun fact. Take that off the map. She's just going to make 2 attacks against Eriolithus. So much to do. So many things to do. That's going to be a hit. And let's see what...
What's the attack number?
What's the what?
What's the attack?
The,
I'm trying to decide if I want to use cutting words or not.
So she is making 2 talon attacks against Eriolithus. Okay. I will. What is your cutting words capable of doing up to? I'll tell you whether it's worth it or not.
D10 off.
You could try. So you feel like the second attack would be more likely to be effective if you want to try to affect it. I think
Yep.
you can only use 1 as a reaction, correct?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So you could try it. You could try it on the second one. Five is enough to make the second strike not go through. However,
So we're even, bro, right?
there's just hollow, cold, non-response from the skull. I need...
You toss a level 5 spell on somebody and it just all goes to hell.
and
They just get
they
offended.
just get so mad. So mad. Oh, that didn't work.
I'm so happy that I still have goggles of night, so now I even look more like Doc Ock. It's good.
Alright, so she does find out what he is immune to or not immune to. Okay. Nope. So he's gonna take some of this. He takes 12 points of damage, reducing the other parts of that. So he's had a little bit of damage taken off of him. And it goes to Ziada. It is your turn. What do you do?
That's my turn. Actually, you know what? I'll bonus action for concentration.
Okay.
Roll so slowly. Stay on that. Yeah, that's a cold, calculated concentrate.
Oh, look at that. You need one more. One more. I can't do that. But I think I'm just going to try to attack. I'm going to make Oral attack Ariel with us again twice. I'm just going to spend it right now. This is the third of her legendary actions for this round.
Good work on remembering those exist.
Oh my god. Oh, no, that's not, I'm not having a Nothic attack. That's the wrong thing.
Except for those games where we all had a dragon. And it's just like, everyone's just like, tailwind. After every
First one is a hit. Second one is a hit. No, actually, second one is a miss. I'm sorry. So only 1 damage. Break that down. Wow. There's nothing like having a god attack a demi-lich and only do 5 damage. That's fun. It's real fun.
She's still cut by the words.
It's cut real deep. It's cut real deep. All right, Jux, you are up.
All right, can I do the bonus concentration first, or do I have to do the actions first?
Bonus. You can do whichever you want to do. Let me get the bonus up.
And what do I have to roll for the concentration?
It's a con save. All right, that is a fail. Something's going to happen, but continue your turn.
On her.
So right now, I don't think you can see her
Why?
because there's a Mythlar in front of you.
Well, when she was over. I mean, technically, you would say the same thing about Valen.
Valen, bottom corner. All right, your top corner. I'm saying you can't see her. It doesn't mean you can't move and shoot.
Are you happy?
We'll see. That is not going to hit. Also not going to hit. Pew,
Oh, then
pew.
you're happy.
All right. Anything else on your turn, sir?
Nope.
All right. It is the snow golem's turn. The snow golems are all really dumb. Because they're starting their turn in the several of them are starting their turn in the wall of thorns. I believe that means that they have to immediately take the 78 again, right?
Sure.
Let's find out. The first. Oh yeah, the first time.
First time on their
enters
turn.
Or ends its turn there.
Yep. So they're all going to take it because they're all going to try to move through this because they're dumb. Okay. So roll the 78, and then what is the damage that they take as they walk through?
Oh.
That was much better.
Yeah.
That was that.
Holy
Wow.
shit,
The
that-
last one you had
okay.
what, 3 1s? This one you had 3 8s.
I think it
Wow.
was 2 1s, 2 2s, maybe 1 2, 2 3s. And like the only thing that was good was 2 7s. But yeah, holy. And that is magical piercing damage.
Okay. And then what do they take when they walk through?
Oh, the 39? Like,
No. So they take that as they go in, but there was this part of the spell that said that they can push through the.
okay. It can move through slowly and painfully. I mean, there's every foot is 4 feet. Furthermore, the first time they enter, it's the dex save for 78 slashing on a failed or half as much. And then it just is explaining anything higher.
Okay. I didn't know if there was an additional damage
I'm
for
sorry.
them.
You know what it is? When it's brought up at first, it's piercing. When they try and move through it, it's slashing. If that matters.
Gotcha. Okay.
Just kind of like, yeah, it pops up on you, bam, poked you. If you're moving through, it sliced you.
What was the
Tough
save on
ones.
it?
A dex save of. This is the item, so let's go to there. Is it as your own? No. Oh, using your spell save. Okay, cool. Usually it's in like the item itself. So a 17.
Okay. I think I've only got one guy that passed. Yeah, I've only got
0.
one guy that passed. So this guy is going to take all that damage. Get off this. Let's get back on that. Well, he's going to take most of it because of stuff. But he's looking really bad, but he can get about right there. This guy... get right about there. This guy. I'm going to say he can just get through it, but he takes all of it. Nope, come back, stop. Stop! Oh my god. All of these guys, well, four of the 6 look like they should have red dots on them right now. They don't look very good at all. Okay. How far can these guys move? Move 30 feet. Okay. I'm gonna go
Stop. Stop.
This guy here. This guy here. This guy here. That guy right about there. This guy's gonna run up here. This guy's gonna run up here. This guy's gonna run up here. And I believe that all of them just missed, the ones that could hit. No, actually, no. Shockingly, no. All right. So, that in mind, this guy is dead. That guy dead as well. Come on. All right, do this. Nope. Okay. All right. That was their turn. Goes to those, then it goes to these guys. These guys, who are these guys? These guys are these guys. That makes sense, right? These guys are these guys. That makes good math sense. All right. Boom. 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 Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 7? Miss, 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 miss against Oral. Miss, hit, hit against the Snow Golem. That Snow Golem is going to take some damage. He is almost dead. All right. That was their turn, right? Did that. Okay. It goes back to the top of the order. I'm going to take a quick bio break, and we'll go from there. I'll be right back. All right. So as we go to the top of the order, I need everybody, all the player characters, to roll me a d10. Only need to know if you get a 1.
Nope.
D10. Nope, you guys are fine. But you do notice, specifically Loki, you do notice that with people being unable to maintain a connection to the Mythlar, the growth of the fire inside has shrunk back a little bit. All right, it is Oral's turn, and Oral is going to drop some knowledge. Let's try this again. Back. Oral is going to see what she can do. How much can she get in here? Oral is going to drop a little spell called Ice Storm, and everybody in there needs to do a Dex saving throw, and I need to figure out what her saves are.
Sorry, guys, I used up my reaction already.
All right, everybody who's in that yellow sphere needs to give me a save against a DC 21.
What yellow sphere?
The yellows. There should be a yellow sphere on the map that you can see. Can anybody not see that?
No.
I don't see it.
I'm sorry, I was looking at mine. No, you have to make it visible if there's
I see a big yellow sphere in the middle. Looks like an arc reactor.
Nope,
yeah,
that's
I was
not
gonna
the,
say
that's not the
there's
right
this.
one. It's not the right one.
There's
Hold on.
this.
Aura. So I put a token on the map and I gave it an aura.
Yep.
Nope.
But we aren't able to see it. So you have to go. Is there another tab where it's like visibility and you have to put like 2 players or something?
So under details, I'm not seeing any GM notes, dynamic lighting, token vision.
It's gonna be by the aura. Is it gonna be by the aura thing?
Under token aura. Oh, maybe.
Yep.
Oh, you know what?
Yep. Players.
Players.
There it is.
You see it now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So everybody that's in there, DC 21 Dex save.
So 23 for Seata.
Nice.
Yeah. That sounds right.
What do we got?
28 for Loki.
Okay, that's cool. Why did Harvest make a save?
Because I was on the wrong one. But Seata has a +3. I actually rolled Harvest.
That's
and
if
then
you
I'm
have the
like,
same
oh.
plus, you can keep the roll.
Yeah, exactly. That was just like, oh, okay.
So I just want to make sure I've got this right. So okay. This is fun. I'm excited to make this happen right now. So okay. So we need to roll 2 sets of damage. So we're gonna roll. All right, so that's 18. That's part of it. That is the bludgeoning damage. And then the cold damage that's going to come out. And again, I'm separating this because I know people have different stuff going on. It's going to be 22. All right, so the dex is from the total, and so the total is going to be 8, 10, carry 1 is 40 damage. The If you have cold resistance, if you made your save, which Loki did and Ziada did, so you're going to take 20 damage, and then you could reduce the. I'll just reduce the cold by 10, so it would be 12 damage if you have cold resistance.
I think I'd take none because of evasion.
Oh, there you go. Success with evasion. Yep. However, everything in that area is now difficult terrain until the end of Oral's next turn. The super fun part is that he's got all of the snow golems that are in the effect range, except for the dead ones, regain this, because whenever a snow golem takes cold damage, they gain that back in health.
Son of a bitch, but fair enough. Also, I also choose evasion, but of the shield master variety.
Oh,
Yeah. I think this is the first time I've been able to use it, and it could not have
I
come
don't-
at a
I
better
was
time.
going to say, I don't think
I
I've
don't
heard
know
this.
if I've made another deck save during this entire campaign, and I've had a shield the whole time. And yet, once it comes to Oral, it's just like, oh, you think you're doing damage to me? You son of a- Get over here.
You've also gone without a magical weapon, so you're kind of subpar.
I mean, I'm not going to be able to do anything to her, so I sure as shit can't let her do any damage to me.
And then I'm going to make a roll for. What do these guys have for a save? I don't even know. Let's see. Did you just do that? Don't do that.
Can the snow golem choose to take that damage?
Yeah, they
I just imagine that they just stood there with their arms open, just like, yeah,
They were like-
get this fucking snowflakes smashing into me.
they knew what was going on. Like
Liberal.
they had no doubt about that. These guys have 40. So all right, so I don't think anybody could be dead from this. So I'm just gonna subtract and do it that way. So. Nope, that's not what I wanted you to do. That was weird. Apparently, if you're just on the map and type in some like plus and minus stuff, it will subtract the size of the map to what it thinks you want to do. Did not know that.
What is that?
So I had clicked on the map. I thought I was on a token, and oh, that guy's.
What were you on the slider?
I must have been on either the map or the slider because I thought I was on a token, and this guy is also dead. And the map just shrunk when I was like minus 40, and the map was like whoop tiny. Oh wow, that guy's dead too. Cool.
Oh, plus and minus does that, yeah,
I didn't realize that.
in chunks.
That guy is dead, so it doesn't matter. That guy's outside the range. I think that covers everybody. That is Oral's turn. She cast a spell. Goes to Loki. Loki, you. Eriolithus will say, "Keep putting the force into the Mythlar."
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Necromancy.
Okay. Necromancy happens. Boom. You still have a move and a bonus if you want to do it.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, yep. Yeah. Oh. And bonus. I could dash. So let's do that. Alright, now there's a lot of area between us. Or hold on. I won't dash. I'll just try to maintain concentration instead. That was the craziest freaking die. It
All right.
almost hit every corner of the beyond screen.
So, well, what's crazy here is like it shut my whole map off. Like I have to refresh now. Come on, come back. Oh boy, it came back. Now I gotta try to shrink everything down again. All right, there we go. All right, Loki, are you doing anything else on your turn?
Nope, just the concentration and that action, and I moved. Yep, I'm good.
Okay. All right, I got those checked off. All right, it's gonna go oral. What's oral gonna do? Oral's gonna take 2 swings at Areolithus. No, Oral is gonna do something else. Oral is going to do her Touch of Frost. And Touch of Frost is a melee spell attack plus 13 to hit, reach 5 feet, and it is against each hostile creature within 5 feet of her. So she's going to lash out at all of them as a bonus action. Areolithus is going to respond by using one of his legendary actions. He's going to fly up over here to get the hell out of there. She's got a plus 13 to hit. All of these guys are dead. I'm just going to say that. I'm not even going to roll for this. Oh, roll 20. You were doing so well. Come on. Okay. That is her turn. That is his turn. It goes to these Nothics. That guy's dead, so I'm going to take him off. It is Harvest's turn. Kevin, what would Harvest like to do?
Apparently go AFK.
No, I thought I was unmuted there, and I was asking the same question myself. Because the first one I had all set up. This one I'm like, wait, what would she do? So
Do you want to?
think,
Do you want a bonus action con save?
yeah, let's start with that. Where is she? She's way over there. Okay. Con save.
Nice. That's two. That's two in the positive.
Then as a 30 right there. You have 30 right there. It's perfect. Let's see. Where's that other spell?
Just remember, line of sight's going to be difficult right now because of the Mythlar.
Yes. And it's something where she might be just dashing.
And the yellow circle that you're in is difficult terrain. Just
Yes.
for memory.
Yeah,
Okay.
but yes. Let's see. If the vantage point. Alright, she can see at least that. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Bonus, move, and dash.
All right. At the end of her turn, Oral is going to teleport right next to Eriolithus. Eriolithus is going to shriek in his skull kind of way, and he's going to go bamf and show up over here. Goddamn legendary actions. On the plus side, Oral is done with legendary actions for this turn. Eriolithus still has one. All right, that was Harvest's turn. Novakri, what would you like to do? Also, there is literally a living god within several feet of you.
Okay, one sec. I am going to cast Psychic Land at Oral.
Okay, she is not immune to that. What is the save I need to make?
DC 16 Intel.
Intelligence save. Okay. Where did all my stuff go? Oh, because I refreshed. That damn it. Sorry. Huh? Interesting. Interesting.
Did she fail?
She did fail, but she's going to use one of her legendary actions to pass. So she passes.
Didn't you just say that was her last
yeah.
one?
Yeah, you just said you're done with her.
No. Sorry. Legendary resistances is different than legendary action. Her last legendary action for this round was spent when she teleported. She has 2 legendary resistances. She has used one of them on this.
And that's per round, right?
No, resistances is per day.
Okay.
Actions, she has 3 legendary actions per round that she can take at the end of another character's turn. She has 2 legendary resistances that she can choose to use when she fails a save, and she failed the save.
Okay. Well, she takes 12 points of psychic damage, and I am GTFO. And con save for whatever. Or do I need to reestablish since I failed last time?
So you are still connected, you are still attuned to it, but in order to bring it back into control so that somebody else might be able to say, try and move Yithrin or do whatever you would need to do, bonus action, make that save.
Oh,
Oh boy. You are pulled 10 feet towards the Mythlar. What does that do to you? All right. Is your token effectively kissing the edge of the Mythlar right now?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna need
Oh, season 1.
I'm gonna need a
Season
save.
1.
I'm gonna need a save. Hold on. All right. Um I need you to make a constitution saving throw again. Oh no.
Apparently, yeah.
Okay, so this is what happens. I don't this is not good. Um You take 28 points of damage as this thing just like ignites into you. I also need you to make a wisdom save.
Yay! I have advantage on wisdom saves. Needed the save.
17 is enough to save. However, your mind, as you are just like you're maybe you throw your hands up in front of you and you just watch as your hands like are engulfed in this magical fire that just burns and stings in such a way as you prevent yourself from being pulled further into the Mythlar, but this image rocks itself through your head of you're not the first person to try and do this experiment, and that there have been tens, if not hundreds, of people who have tried to do this before you, and that those people are now chanting around you, Yithrin forever. Well, some of them are dead.
Do I take any damage?
Well, you took the 28 points of damage.
Okay, what kind of damage is that?
It was magical fire damage.
Okay.
You would have, if you didn't make that save, you would have taken. Well, I know you have some resistances to this. It would have been psychic damage for the realization of like what this orb has done. But you also realize that the orb itself is not evil, and that it is just it's both a battery and a leech at the same time. So it's fully willing to engulf anything that gets close enough to it to sort of absorb its own essence and power, but it's also willing to provide power to those who need to use it. You also get the feeling that you might be able to use the Mythlar in ways beyond just controlling the weather and, moving Yithrin itself. But
Oh, okay, so my question is, where's the Godsmack function?
I think you just got it in the face when you got sucked into the Mythlar.
Damn it! It's Mythlar. She's gone from suck to blow.
She's got, oh god. All right. It's Valen's turn. I'm sorry. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
You realize that on your next turn, remember that you can move away from the Mythlar before you try to make that con save. You don't have to do it right there and get sucked in. But should you forget that and say, I just make my bonus con save first, and you fail like that, you could get pulled into the center of it, and if that happens, that might be the end of Noakri.
That would
Additionally,
be fitting.
I don't know if you kind of psychically broadcast the images that you were just handed, but you know that, and how you want to translate or speak that to everybody else, that's up to you.
Yeah, I would broadcast that mentally.
All right, so everybody, you see this, that like the sort of chanting still up Nothics were people who had attempted to be part of this ceremony in the past. All right, I'm going to cut it to Vaylin, and Vaylin turns to Harvest, who's standing next to her, and goes,
So, are we just trying to take out the snowball guys, or go after the god, or what are we doing?
Okay. Yes. Go as the battle dictates.
oh, that was the most Harvest line I've ever heard. It's great.
Even more harvest than harvest.
It was more Harvest. Yes, more Harvest than Harvest. So Vaylin goes,
Okay, well, I think the snowball guys are bad news. So I'm going to step over here. I'm going to make my check. Try to make my check, and then I'll try to take that guy out.
Constitution save. All right, that is a 10. That is a failure, so there are now 2 successes and 2 failures in round 6. And Vaylin is going to get pulled. Ah, shit, I think I just fucked myself. Yep, she gets sucked right to the edge. I didn't fucking think she was that close. I should have measured first. And now she's got to. Nope, she's not in it. She's going to take that damage. Oh, she's going to make a con save for it. Come on, Vaylin, get this. Natural. Oh, 21 is not enough on this. She's going to take 42 points of damage. Wow. And I'm not going to make her make the wisdom save because, oh, actually, I have to make the wisdom save. This could be the end of her. Oh, she's got a good wisdom save. Come on. There you go, Vaylin. All right, she's good. And I think she's just gonna move away. She's not gonna cast a spell. She does not appreciate this at all, and she's gonna stay 15 feet. Yeah, she's gonna move back behind Harvest. There. You know what? No. She's a necromancer. She's gonna step up here. And she's gonna vampiric touch one of these guys to get some life back. That's gonna work.
That's
Wow,
good,
roll.
Vaylin. That's good, Vaylin. I'm really rooting for you.
She gets 19 hit points back. And unfortunately, this guy takes 19 damage.
I gotta look after myself. No one else is. Should have got the goddamn staff.
All right, it goes to a Nothic. It is the purple Nothics. They have been commanded to deal with Oral. They are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm just going to double down on these guys, but I'll have 4 of them make attacks. They all rush, they double move to get over here. Alright, let's make 4 attacks. Miss. All right. They are not very effective at all. No one should really be shocked by that. It is Eriolithus's turn. What is he gonna do? There's some things to do. Is it time to drop the bomb? It's not time to drop the bomb yet. Time to drop. So he is going to. He is going to. That means he's got to fucking get closer. He can't do that. He's gonna look at Loki and say, keep trying to move away from her while the others deal with her. Follow me.
Keep firing, assholes.
Exactly.
That's basically it. He's going to go there. Ziada, it is your turn. There are some snowball people near you if you want to deal with them. Remember, you're in difficult terrain, so everything counts as double.
Alright, so I double move, that's 50. And I don't know if stepping outside, even if that's another 10, I can still get up to there. But that's my turn. Actually, you know what? I need to make a con save to maintain. That'll be my bonus action. I'll stay on that 15. 22.
Nice. All right, so you guys don't have to worry about an ill effect and the Mythlar getting smaller. So
Sorry,
that's cool.
18. That still passes, right?
Still passes. Yep. It was a DC 15 check. So yep.
It's already at,
All right, so double move bonus for that. Anything else on your turn?
No.
All right, Jux. You can see the Frost Lady. What do you want to do? You missed twice last turn. Also, do you want to make a con save, or do you want to move first, or what do you want to do?
Well, I don't need to do a con save because it's already been done
Mm-hmm.
in past. So
I mean, you could do one if you want.
it was-
Also, you could try to move Yithrin if you want to spend your action doing that.
I need a second because my computer is acting screwy.
Listen, no worries. TJ rolled apparently an amazing dice roll earlier where it bounced on everything, and then my computer stopped working. So, yay, roll 20. Whee! I also just saw Austin Powers doing a 364-point turn as far as you guys moving the city, and I love it.
What's that? Alright, so when I was going through my character over the week with the level, there's a couple of things that I noticed. As long as I didn't fuck anything up. So now that yeah, we're in a good position for that. I think I'm going to switch things up a little bit as far as spells are concerned before I jump back to the Eldritch Blast.
Ooh.
And let me make sure we got space for it, which I'm sure we do. Oh, absolutely do. All right, so right here. Oops, my computer's acting all fucking crazy again. I'm gonna drop that.
So I have a question. Do you have a pickled tentacle and an eyeball and a platinum inlaid vial worth 400 gold?
Probably not. I didn't even see that. So never mind. I'm not doing that.
Well, why don't we do this? Why don't we roll some luck? I like D100s for luck. Kevin seems to like other dice, but I'll give you a 40% chance that you have this in your cart because you never started with random items. So roll a D100 and 1 to 40 or whatever you want, or 60 to 100 is your chance.
60 to 100.
You don't have it.
Nope.
So if you want to do something else, absolutely.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to the standard.
Pew pew.
Yep.
I will also say that if you have other spells that you want to try to cast that have components, I'll give you that same opportunity to have that. So
Okay.
just,
You should have like an arcane focus for that, for the other stuff. But if there's a material like cost, like the 400 gold, then that's the spells that stink.
yep.
All right, so I'm assuming that one hits.
Sorry. A 26 does hit, and you do. It is force damage. Yep, she takes that. She takes 6 points. And 25 hits. 7 more. Wow, Juck's coming out of nowhere with this. And I think I'll put a couple dots. I think with that I'll put a couple dots on Oral right now.
And then, yeah, I'm going. Oops. I'm going to take a step back. That's all she wrote.
Okay. Okay, So I just wanna look something up real fast because I will forget to do this if I don't. Okay. All right. Cool. I'm glad I looked that up. Okay. So that goes to the snow golems, but it is 11:37, and I can run through some of these creatures stuff and get us back to like top of the order. I will say that Eriolithus will. Can't use that. Yeah, can't use those abilities. Doesn't want to use the. So, it's waiting. He, she, it, they are biding its time. You guys have begun this battle. You guys have found out some stuff. And thank you for playing. And I can't wait to see how this turns out.
Yep, I'm looking forward to it too.
I have a stupid question
Shoot.
on that component stuff. Is that for each casting, or just if you have it for once, you can keep casting it unless something happens to it that you lose the component?
Well, TJ raised is a good point that if you have a component pouch, it has the way the component pouch is listed is it has most of the stuff and things in it. It's when there is a dollar threshold or a price tag that's associated with it. That's when you need to make sure that you have that in available fundage to drop.
But
Is that like I said? Is that per spell or
Yes, per
No.
spell.
so per
No.
usage?
no, not per usage. If it's a per usage, it will say at the components which the spell consumes.
Okay.
So this, you just have to have the jar, pickled tentacle, a hentai jar, and as long as it's worth 400 gold, you're good.
Because the other one that I had recently picked up, I did the 83 for that one, so I do have the components for that one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't say which the spell consumes, you're
Yeah, that one
Good.
it doesn't, and
Good point. Good point. I forgot that 5e had the consume statement in it. Okay.
so there's the one that I do have the components for.
Gross. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, next round, you got a chance to get that thing out there. If you have a picture of what a shadow spawn looks like that you would like to have summoned, make sure you get it to me so I can try to get it up and we can use it next round or next time when we go.
Okay.
Okay, have a great night, Tom. Thank you so much for running this.
Hey, you know what? You guys are literally facing off against a god. This is the first time I've done this in a game. So there's some surprises and some twists still to come. You guys had asked the question before, had Eriolithus ever tried this before? Or what's his kind of concept behind it? And
Yes.
the answer to that question is yes. He was cagey, but you know the answer now. There's a reason besides just the funk that hangs over Yithrin that everybody is one of the Nothics. But we'll see y'all next week.
Later.
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 Everybody.
Hasta la bye-byes.